the 40 minutes tonight. We've played at stretches this year, but I thought we battled and kind of came close to holding our own inside on the boards. We wanted to play a little bit tighter. They did come out in the second half, hit those 2 threes, so we adjusted a little bit there and got back out. But we have to make shots, and at the in the second half, I thought we got good shots. I thought Buddy and Joe and Elijah got the shots that we are going to have to make. In the overtime, they got those same shots and they made them. And, when you make those shots, that's for us to win. We have to make those shots, and we got one lucky one, but that's okay. Sometimes you need to get a little bit lucky, and we've had a couple going against us this year, so we'll take that. But I think with the 2 big guys having 4 fouls the whole second half, and Boeheim lasted a long time, and then Marek played the whole second half with 4. When I took them out, we were 7 up. They scored. It becomes a 1-point game. If we're going to win, they have to play that. I mean, we're going to lose if we don't put them back in. If they foul out, they foul out. But Marek was smart enough. He makes plays for us. In the overtime, made a couple great passes. We got to keep getting Joe and Elijah and Buddy shots. And I thought Buddy, he struggled. He couldn't make anything. But I know if we keep getting him those shots, he's going to make them. And they're 2 young guards. They made it. This is a tough place to win. I don't know how many league teams have won in here in the last 10 years. I'm sure it's not many. Probably 3, 4, whatever it is. And coming off 2 heartbreaking losses, to be able to, especially when I got into overtime and they scored first, to be able to make plays, I thought was tremendous for our team. I thought it was just a tremendous gritty effort for the whole game, battling, and we're very happy to get this win. Questions?
Yeah, Jim. Tony said that the difference from you guys from the season opener to this one was a more aggressive approach for the 3-pointers. Do you agree, and has that been an identity shift?
Yeah, I mean, we've tried to shoot threes it's hard to get threes against them. I mean, we were trying the first game, but we just weren't ready for that type of defense in that early in the year. And we'd had a couple tough games too, before that, but we just weren't ready for it. And tonight, we're much more aggressive, obviously, but those are still hard shots. I mean, Buddy got shots, but they're not easy shots. They're hard shots until we got to the overtime. We got a couple easier shots. Defenses change. They get a little tired. They're putting shooters in to get shooters in the game to beat our zone, and they're not probably as good at defenders as the guys that are in there in the beginning. So you get a little advantage there. But Marek made a big play in the overtime to get Elijah that shot, and then when he made that shot, Buddy got one and Joe got one, and things just fell into place. But we won the game just because we battled them inside. We got enough. I mean, they scored in there, but we got enough in there that we could stay in the game or stay a little bit ahead. And we're not a good rebounding team. Tony's a great coach. He started the 2 big guys, and we played tighter than we normally would, but they're still 2 big guys, and it's very difficult to play against those guys down there. But they're a tremendous team. They don't score as much as they did last year, but they're fine. They're a really good basketball team, and they'll be more than fine.
Jim, Buddy missed 10 of his first 11 shots. At any point, do you say anything to him?
Yeah, keep shooting. Yeah, keep shooting. He's out there to shoot. We don't have anybody to come. If we had another shooter to come in and maybe be a difference, but we don't. It's unfortunate that he's my son, because people will be saying, well, yeah, he's playing his son. No, I'm playing the best shooter. He's the best shooter in the league. He's one of the best shooters in the country. And if we get him shots, he's going to make shots. They kept him. They made it hard on him. He had some good pull-ups. I mean, he missed 2s in the first half for the most part. They were in the lane pull-ups. But, he we have to score, we have to make shots, and he's our best shooter. So he's going to be out there.
Coach, you mentioned all the foul trouble you guys played with for most of that game. Is there anything you say to the guys during timeouts to get them to play smarter, or is it just them making plays?
Most of the fouls were just, they're inside and it's a battle and you're trying to get, it's just crazy. A couple of them, I didn't think were that, it's a physical game, and all of a sudden we got 6 fouls right away, and, they got 2. So, it was, as long as it's both ways, I don't care if they call them. It's going to be both ways. But they were smart. They did it. Marek was great. He hung in there. He's got his hands up, played position. He's a smart, tough player. He got banged up about 4 times out there today, and he just gets back up and goes back in. He gave me a signal for tired, and I don't think I really saw it. I thought he must have made a mistake there.
Coach, that fall-away 3 from Buddy, what does that fall in the Boeheim lineage of making half-court shots?
That was pretty. I didn't even think it would have a chance. He just threw it. I didn't think for a second that it's going to go in. I was glad we used the clock mainly. That's what we're trying to do. Once we got the lead, just use the clock up, and we used the maximum amount of clock for it to go in. I don't know what were we. I don't know what that made the game, but obviously that was determining. I think we were okay anyway, but it was nice that it went in.
Jim, 5 extra minutes notwithstanding, not many teams get 13 transition points on Virginia. How important were they to you this evening?
It's so hard for us to get a rebound, and people are going to they know that's our weakness, so they're all going. There's nobody back. They're all going. So if we can get it, we can get out of there. And but it's just hard for us to get it in those situations. But we did. We got a couple bounces, a couple long rebounds, and so we were able to get out of there. But we scored more points in 5 minutes than we scored in the whole first half in Syracuse and the whole second half here tonight. Maybe we should just play 5 minutes against them. We can't score 20 points against them in a half. So but when those shots go in, you can score points. You can score a lot of points when those shots go in.
Joe was battling Clark all night here.
Yeah.
He hits the big 3 late steal at the end of regulation. Have you seen his kind of development, kind of quicken going up against tougher competition?
Joe's a competitor. He's a competitive kid. He's got a big heart. You don't win state championships. I don't care who you're playing against unless you've got a big heart. You're the only guy out there making plays for the whole game. He's got a big heart. He's going to come after you. He's going to make some mistakes, but he's going to come after you. So he's going to try his hard. Clark's a great player, great defensive player.
Jim, Tony said you guys shared a quick moment about Buddy's shot at the end of the shot clock at the end of the game. Do you remember what he said?
I think he asked me if I taught him that. I said, well, we kind of diagrammed that up. No, Tony Bennett's a great guy. He's, as I've said for many years, he's the best defensive coach I've ever seen. His teams play the best defensive. We played against some good ones. John Thompson was pretty good. Bobby Knight was pretty good defensively. I can go down the list of other guys, but he's better defensively than all those guys are, in my opinion. And having the experience of playing against all those other guys many times, it's very hard to get shots against them. And he's a tremendous basketball coach. Tremendous.
Jim, what did you think of Quincy and Jesse Edwards today?
Well, I'm going to be nice here and just say they were out there. It was too big a moment for Jesse. He's not ready for that. He's not ready for that yet. Quincy got in some foul trouble. He's coming off a couple good games, and he just got in some foul trouble and made a a couple mistakes, and he's got to be. We need him. He's got to be better than that. He's got to rebound. He's got to do something for us down there. But he made a good pass to Marek. Made a big play to Marek. But he's a good player. We just got to. We got to be patient with him and get him in there. We need him to be better. We need Jesse to do something too. But this was you got two physical big guys that it's hard to go out there and play against those guys. They're veteran guys. They're strong. They're physical. Too much for them. Okay. Thanks.